Thank you, Anne. I was a bit worried where you were going with that introduction there for a couple of seconds, but thank you for cutting it short. Good afternoon, everyone. And can I add my word of welcome to today's annual lunch? I have to say it is really lovely and something of a relief to see just so many people here for this, my first event as President of the Northern Ireland Chamber. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm reliably informed that I stand before you today as the 164th President of the Northern Ireland Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And it did cause me to wonder, well, are there any other bankers among the 163 past presidents? Now, I can see the past presidents to my right starting to look worried in terms of guilt by association, but as it happens, I didn't have to go very far on the list, because it turns out that our Northern Ireland Chamber founder, Waddell Cunningham, also founded one of Belfast's first banks. Now, I was getting quite excited thinking, wouldn't it be absolutely lovely if this bank turned out to be one of the many banks that eventually merged to form Danske Bank? It would be a lovely connection. But sadly, it's not a chapter from the Da Vinci Code, and it turned out that Cunningham's bank actually closed in 1798. Now, as I dug deeper, it is perhaps not a bad thing that the connections end there, because it turns out that our beloved Northern Ireland Chamber founder was actually quite a colourful character, and certainly much too colourful to be a career banker. At one stage, for example, he's alleged to have been, I have to use alleged, he's alleged to have been supplying linen for army uniforms to the Americans during the War of Independence. Think about that. Who were they fighting? And at another time, supposedly running a fleet of privateer ships, raiding the French during the 7 Years' War, while at the same time supplying the French with weapons and ammunition in the West Indies. So, Alistair, it's good to see that he was certainly passionate about exports. Now, while on the subject of colourful past presidents, it would be remiss of me not to take this opportunity to acknowledge the wonderful 2 years under Mark Nodder, who president for the past 2 years and of the Right Group. Under his leadership, ladies and gentlemen, the Chamber really has thrived. And in particular, I want to acknowledge his vision in bringing forward the Growing Something Brilliant campaign. So Mark's really done a fantastic job. So, ladies and gentlemen, through the hard work of Anne and Mark and all the team at the Northern Ireland Chamber, I am delighted to be taking over a really healthy organisation. What have we been up to in the past year? Well, in 2013, the Northern Ireland Chamber organised over 60 events, everything from Northern Ireland Chamber Rocks, a celebration of the creative industry during Belfast Music Week, to Meet the Buyer events, which increased the capacity of some 300 SMEs through sales and networking workshops. We launched the inspirational Growing Something Brilliant campaign with the help of Boris Johnson in order to stimulate and support business growth. And that campaign really captured the imagination of our membership. We had 700 businesses involved between the two major conferences, in leadership and networking events, and in one-to-one connections. We completed an important study into the challenge of export growth, which, along with the output of our most recent conference held just last week, will inform the forthcoming Export Action Plan being prepared by DETI. We continue to strengthen our international links in partnership with UKTI, and we now have well-developed connections with 40 British chambers around the world, all willing to help support businesses entering new markets. Through our CEO's involvement in Access to Finance Implementation Panel and the secondment of a member of staff to DETI to support with the review of red tape, we continue to show a commitment to driving business growth. And if that wasn't enough, we improved resources for members. We moved to new accessible premises just at the back of the City Hall in Donegal Square South. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been round to have a look, do go and see them because they're very, very good. And we launched Ambition, our new in-house magazine in partnership with Ulster Tatler. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a busy 12 months. But I have to say that I'm looking forward to the next 12 months even more, because I believe it is going to be a crucial period of growth and recovery for all of us. We can't be dismissive of the economic challenges that do remain. And yes, there still are challenges. But neither can we ignore the mounting evidence that the recovery has finally arrived. Danske Bank is forecasting growth of 2.3% this year. That's almost back at pre-recession levels. The Q1 Business Monitor from Intertrade Ireland reports sales performance back at pre-crash levels. Ulster Bank PMI reported output growth for the 10th consecutive month, and the highest rate of expansion since the survey began in 2002. The number of tourists coming to Northern Ireland keeps on rising, reaching levels above those before the recession took hold. Hardly a week has gone by without a significant investment and jobs announcement in Northern Ireland. And I want to congratulate Alistair and the team at InvestNI on a brilliant year with almost 11,000 jobs promoted. We in the Chamber believe that this performance can be improved upon even further with a reduction in corporation tax. And that change will significantly help to transform our economy and to drive productivity, growth, and jobs. It's been particularly pleasing to see local firms making some big announcements. 100 manufacturing jobs in a £40 million investment at Delta, a £30 million investment at Ulster Carpets in Portadown, and most recently Wrightbus announcing a further 130 jobs at its Antrim factory as part of a £14 million investment. This is all great news for Northern Ireland and serves as a tangible demonstration that firms are feeling something change in the economy and are beginning to have the confidence to make investment decisions. The question for us as a chamber, for members, as members of the business community, is how do we now respond? I believe, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that it is largely in our hands as the business community to decide whether or not Northern Ireland will have a year of recovery and growth. It's time for us to make the decision. And yes, it is a decision to put the recession mentality behind us, to dust off our ambition and have the confidence to forge ahead. If we don't, ladies and gentlemen, we will get left behind because we are seeing our neighbours in Great Britain, even the Republic, moving ahead. On behalf of your chamber, I can promise you that we will be there to support you and to help you realise those ambitions, providing advice and guidance as you seek to enter new markets, representing your views and your needs with government, making sure that economic support is directed where it needs to go, providing quality networking opportunities that let you not just identify new sales opportunities, but even more importantly, new ideas to help you innovate and make your businesses even stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, the role of president is about two things. It's about challenge and it's about service. Challenging our chamber, your chamber, to be the best that we can possibly be, so that we can deliver the highest quality service to you, our members, as you seek to realize those ambitions. I believe we can look forward confidently to the year ahead. And ladies and gentlemen, I will ask for your support as we seek to build on the success of the Chamber. Thank you.